Downfall, Conquest of the Third Reich episode. This is a playthrough episode. What is it, 31? I think it is. All right. So, let's get straight into the action. It is the Westerners activation. Let's see what they got. Okay, you've seen this before, haven't you? All right. Well, the 10th spot is the one that's out. So, Cup of Wonder, just for toll reference. And we pull out the OK Wests or the OK East. Has one already used it? Yes. Only the OK H can take that. All right. But what for the Westerners? Well, I'm going to tell you. Oh, I got to think about this. Okay, I have wheels in motion. So I'm going to hold off on these. These are quite expensive for what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little tricky thing here to avoid the muds, get an attack in, and move the mud season. But I need... So I'm not going to use these, but I'm glad I still have an attack somewhere in here. And it does work with armor. I think that's going to be part of my plan. This is okay, I think. So I'm going to grab this, and we're actually going to use it for... Well, strategic warfare is expensive. No, it's only 8. It's only 8. It'll cost 10. Let me think about that. Well, it'll either work or it won't. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do. We'll see. Around Dewey. Okay, last chance for a strategic warfare, which will cost us 10. So 46 plus 10 would be 56. And oh, well, I just happened to flip it, and that does count because there's the American event flip, so convenient there. Never forget your transport point that goes up when you do this. And we're actually going to roll on the Battle of the Atlantic. 2 dice. Should I roll the green ones or should I roll the red ones? I'll roll the green ones for luck. Okay. Watch the snake eyes come up. Come on. I'm just jinxing myself all over the place. And the answer is 4, which is not good enough. Ow. Oh, well, that's the way it goes. But the main thing is here, coming over here. King Alfred replaces this. This means no more air support for Italy. That's nice. And more importantly, Mare Nostrum is here. If there are no Axis units in Africa, which is first apply the Africa Liberated event per 10.2 E11. Okay, point 1, every land, hex, and area in French, North Africa, Libya, Egypt, and the Middle East become Western controlled, if not already. They all are, so it doesn't matter. No adjustments there. Western air units in Africa may be relocated by the Western faction, each to any valid placement hex. There's no need to do that. There's one in Africa. I don't really see where else I can put it, so no. Here's the big one. If the Siege of Malta is active, move its marker 2 spaces in Western favor, making any resulting adjustments to control and Italian fleets. Yes, okay. 2 spaces. Boom, boom. Inactive. And the Germans cannot roll and move this anymore. And what's more, the Italians are gonna lose a fleet. There's only 2 points, 2 fleet. This I got. That's the only thing left in the Mediterranean. We can easily overcome that. Moving stuff around in there is going to be a lot easier. Okay, so this is all under control. Siege of Malta is over. And finally, the last point of the Mare Nostrum card is that we get 1 more transport point. Yes, okay, things are looking up. Okay, well, actually, there's one more step. And that is replace this card with Mediterranean Dominance. Upgrade air units, but do not execute the card's events or draw action cards. So that means the OK East is going to lose their air in the East. That's not good for the Westerners. And so this goes away, and this comes in. The Soviets are going to gain air, and the Westerners are going to gain air. Now I placed the planes. It was pretty boring, but so we'll just move on to this card here. Real on turn 7 or 8. Nope, not anywhere near that. The Soviets will gain a card, and they gain yoink, Western Front. All right, that's the Western activation there. The OKW, OK West. All right, a little shift, a little cup, and Westerners are looking for a particular draw here to help their cause. They're not going to get it. And so that's for the OKH. All right, we're going to pick this one. It's got a little fort icon in it. We're going to make use of that. And 5 initiative. And 5 initiative. 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Before we do anything, I'm going to burn up a little. And first I'm going to play this strategic movement for the OK West. And why aren't you focusing? Okay, take a look at it. You can read the rules there. And what I'm going to do with it, I noticed the Westerners are, OK West is a little wide open in Sicily for this beach right here. So we can use that strategic movement and move him. Oop, little cat hair right there, sorry. Get off there. And he was there, and down. He's going to use all this road. Now, this does not. This is a beachhead. It's not even really connected anywhere near there, so I don't believe that interferes with the zone of control. So he can go through here, and end up in Messina. And so we're going to go ahead and load that up, and kind of prevent that. Okay, now the rest of this operation, I can't really see a reason not to fort up all along the French coast. So 2 and 2, fort. I mean, I suppose there's kind of a blank one here. Well, how would you know which one they were going to attack? I can change my mind later. It's maybe somewhat. Okay, we're going to just try this anyway. Yeah, we're still learning, so we'll just see what happens when I do that. Okay, that's going to be the Westerners. Okay, West's turn. It is the Soviets' activation. Down. Cup. And partisan warfare. All right. All right, Soviets got a plan. We're going to take this and I'm going to put it in the planning box for 1. I'm going to move that to 1, and you'll see why I did this. It's still his go. And all this shifts down, and the cup comes out. And the answer is I kind of peeked. The answer is there's Stavka order. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, handy. Well, the appearance of that Stavka changes my plans. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to get in one more offensive before the muddy season comes in. One really big push. And we're going to use this one right here that activates the shock troops along with armor and motorized, but that part doesn't count. This will cost 10, but it's actually 11. And 10 plus 50 would be 60, plus 1 would be 61. And yes, it will flip the pending order, or the events. First part is the movement segment of 3 movement points, and that includes shock troops. 1, 2, 3. Get him rolling over toward the battle here. It also includes motorized troops, and with that, we're going to go 1, 2 right here. That's not where my battle is going to be, but let's see. Okay. And we're going to have us a nice big battle right here, which is no pushover because you see that one guy, but underneath is a 3 elite 3rd Panzer right there. So this is no joke. This may not go as well as I like, but we need to start cracking these Germans, put some kind of pressure on them. Okay, so there's our battle. Obviously the armored unit there will be the primary. Well, first of all, let's dole out the cards. They will play their Western Front for an additional. And will the Germans, OKH, play back? I kind of think they will. And what they're going to play is this. And this may negate everything, because that is worth 3 points. That's the Army Group Center. It's not going to go down easy. Okay, so this may have negated the effort, but let's see what happens. Oh, one more. We're going to play Partisan Activity. Defending hexes in a country containing one or more partisans, and up here is a partisan, so we get a little die roll bonus, and hopefully that'll help. Okay, what do we got? So we have 3, plus this, and we'll bring it up to 4. The shock unit is active, so that'll bring up to 5. There is a non-German armor in fair, so that will bring it up to 6. Not doing too bad. And the infantry underneath here does have an elite badges, and even though that one has one, they are going to outnumber them in elite badges, so they will be up to 7. All right, well, the big problem is, this intrinsic value is 4 plus 3, so they're already at 7 without even trying. Oof. The card play is brutal in this game. And of course it's hidden information, but it's not hidden to me. But oh well. 7. There's no terrain. Well, yes there is. There's a city. Shoot. Okay, so, well, first of all, there's a German unit, so it's going up to 8. Oh, wow. Yeah. Not what I wanted. Plus it's in a city. 4-9. So we're actually at the -2 column. Not so good. Not where I wanted to be. That card, that Army Group Center card, really does spoil the action. But as far as die roll modifiers, I'm going to have a +3 bonus. -1 from here will bring it down to 2. However, the Soviets do have, and you can't see it down there, but there is air superiority, and it does reach that hex from 4 spaces away, so that is in fair. That is going to bring it up to +4 on the die roll. So, well, something going for us. I don't know if it's going to be enough to make the difference. So the -2 column here, we do get a +4 to this roll. So it's possible something nice could happen. With a 10, it will. Yes, it will. And so 10, we're off the chart here. 2 to the defenders. Nothing to us. Wow. And I suppose the question becomes, how bad do I want to hold the line? I think I have to back out. And so, whoops. I'm going to retreat 1 to mitigate a hit. But we still have to take 1. And that's going to flip that to infantry armor, or motorized, and like so. And the question is, will the Soviets advance into the hex? And was that armor underneath? No, it was just infantry. I'm actually going to be a little squeamish here. I'm very vulnerable to counterattack here if I start piling in here. But here, big armor, and still nothing sneezing right there. I think I'm going to leave it. I just wanted to punch him and push him and make him think about it. So, well, let me think about it, because I got a card coming up. That's, oh yeah, okay. Yes, we are actually going to advance into that hex. And I'll show you here. 1 with this guy. Oh, he's a little vulnerable. I think we're all right. And this one, and you'll see why in a second. Okay, so we do go. Now the question is, do I want to attack somewhere else? I think I might. Yeah, I gotta go for it. Here to here. That looks like a decent attack. I don't think I got any cards. I don't think he has any cards either. And the answer is no. Although, let me see something here. But it will all come to naught, because the Germans are going to play fighting withdrawal, eliminating retreat remaining defenders. Attacking units may enter, and that's what's going to happen. I didn't want to lose anyone there, which probably would have happened And I would have attacked with these group here. Question is, what do I want to go in there with? And I think I want to go in with all 6 of these, ready to pounce on here. Fight another day? I don't know. Is that a smart move? I'm not sure. Anyway, the reason I didn't mind advancing into that hex is because Soviet reserves are coming up right here. And they're going to lose some air support in the Westerners. We don't care that much, but this becomes active. 4 infantry replacements. Which means both of these that just advanced in there will be maxed out. 1, 2. Boom, boom. And now that's pretty impregnable. Not impregnable, but it's tough. And for the other 2, I think I'm gonna shore up some of these 1-point guys here, which is, what do we got over here? We got one here. We'll move him up. And down here we got a shock troop. We'll go ahead and move him up for 4. All right, Soviets. New card comes out. Boom. Red Tide over Europe, another Soviet card. This means okay as West Air, and that'll be in Italy, as you can imagine. Soviets draw a card. Oh, another front. Nice. And that'll do it for today's episode, and it looks like the Soviets had a pretty decent turn there. And it looks like the OK H is in a little bit of a spot, but join us next time, and it'll be the OK West turn. And thanks for watching.